Sip, good evening. Audio video test, please. Thank you, Chotwani Alak. We are on to happiness evening. Ask Happy Air. Can you measure happiness? Interesting question. I don't know how many of you are ready to share your thoughts. Can you measure happiness? Sip Ahem Atma, Ahem Sip Alak Er Anand Ki Khoj, Sip Anil Soni Chotwani Atma Devati Atmanand, Sip Avi Bliko Bliss and Gigi, Sip Girishanand Harshal, iPhone and Krishna, Sip Lakshmi, Parathima, Peter and Pix, Sip Premchandji, Rajanand, Renuka, Reshma, Sip Rumataji, Sip Robin, Sip Sagai, Samatma, Siba, Siji, Sip Jyoti, Sip Suresh, Sip Siri, Sip Siva, Soham, Sridhara, Sip Sukhi, Yogini. So there we are. We are on to a beautiful Tuesdays and Saturdays are the reverse angle of enlightenment, whereas we are trying to get to enlightenment through the concept of happiness, right? Happiness and enlightenment are two sides of the same coin. But how can you measure happiness? What is happiness in terms of can it be measured? So, how would you like to measure your happiness? Who will tell me how happy are you and how I see Krishna starting the discussion. How happy are you? And can you, in what ways can you, how many grams, how many kilos, how many minutes? We can measure time, we can measure weight, we can measure height, how many inches, how many centimeters. But can you measure happiness? Krishna.
Krishnoham, sir.
Krishna.
So your question, can you measure? We cannot measure because आज अभी तक कोई unit of happiness नहीं है, just like hours or minutes. तो कोई unit of happiness का measure नहीं है. But मुझे ये भी, because if it is worldly happiness, because there are many, last time also the discussion was happiness index and which is the happiest country and all that. So probably they have some measurement, but that's all the worldly pleasure, how much you live, what is your, the mortality rate, etc., which we have completely crossed out. We understand we are the immortal soul. So हमको ये सब नहीं, मतलब it does not affect us anymore. And especially for how much peace, what is the measurement of peace? What is the measurement of love? What is the best? So ये सब ना, if you are in truth consciousness, it automatically follows according to the teachings here. So मुझे लगा the happiness which we are pursuing or we have chosen has no measure. And मुझे ये भी, I don't know, can I say one short phrase from the Bhagavad Gita, which actually encapsulates your, Bhagavad Gita में बोलते हैं कि आत्मन्येव आत्मना तुष्टः. When you have yourself realized, you have found out that dhan, that treasure within of true happiness in the Atma, by the Atma. So nothing is searched outside for happiness. We are happy inside, within. Nothing affects our happiness, one. And in the world mein dekhenge to, I think there are many theories of happiness, many indexes of happiness. But one thing I remember is the golden triangle of happiness. I don't know whether it's correct. Golden triangle of happiness mean the three pillars they say is, one is standard of living. It is finance. Second is your sense of relationship, which you say that is prisoner. You are being prisoners of people. And one is purpose. They also talk about purpose, but that is achievement track. But so मुझे अभी लगता है कि in this call, how happy you are, if you ask me, I'm happy. HAPPY, yes, most of the time, because now it is not standard of living, it is standard of life for us.
As this topic has come up, I don't discuss, I don't put the topic. The topic is put by SIP. I'm thinking, have we been able to put a measure for enlightenment?
See, sir, you can understand where you are. वो भी मुझे लगता है कि पता नहीं, because you had taught us the hedonic treadmill. It is worldly things, no, which level you are, what you are. But then you said it is just an anubhuti, an ehsas, which just comes. So कैसे, how can you measure it? It is beyond quantifying, beyond measuring. This is my understanding. So I don't know how much I'm right in this.
No, nobody is right or wrong here. We are exploring an unexplored terrain.
Yeah, but
When
the
you
measure
say,
for me, myself, I know, आज मैं कितना, most of the time I was happy. I don't think,
But why
maybe
can't we? Why can't we create a measure? I don't know.
then
Maybe
then the
maybe
whole then the whole proposition of your eternal happiness will go for a toss.
why
The
you can
minute
be
you create a
you can be
measure,
100%.
it is regimentalization, it is rigidity. Then you're creating measure, then it becomes a kind of a science or mathematics, or like you are playing chess.
I don't know. I'm still very open to the concept. So therefore, I'm only saying we say we are happy, we are unhappy, sometimes happy, mostly unhappy, mostly unhappy, very miserable, too miserable,
ये
completely.
सब mind का है ना, because you yourself, we all know that also. Some people have everything, but they are not happy. Some people have nothing in life, but still they are happy. So it doesn't adhere to any theory or any measurements as such. Happiness.
That okay, I don't know. As I told you, I'm waiting to hear
If
Atman
it
and
is
next. And
if it is HAPPP, three P's of yours, सच्चा सुख एक खजाना, तीन है जिसकी चाबियां. So that does not have any measurement. Yeah, this is,
why not Krishna?
you cannot have, no, sir. The minute you have a measurement, then
Please,
I don't know,
please,
you're caught
please.
up in
No, no,
something else.
no, no, please,
The
please,
another,
for a moment, don't ask whether we can or not. But tell me, how can we? Don't say no. You don't tell me we can't. I want you to think differently. I want you to say, suppose we are commissioned by United Nations on this Zoom call that create a measure for happiness. We are not asked whether we can measure or not. Suppose United Nations tells us you have to come, we are commissioning you. Just like there is 1 second, 60 seconds make 1 minute, 60 minutes make 1 hour, 24 hours make 1 day, 365 quarter days make a year. Put in a
you
measure.
cannot, sir. You cannot. The minute you go behind UN and all that, I don't know. मुझे तो अलग लगता है, because there
Okay,
are so
let's
many
hear.
theories. Some people say about different friends, faith, finance, fitness, and but they all many theories are already there in the world, and very stupidly they calculate, because it is based on per capita income,
No, but
GDP.
but
It is a
but
product.
you're saying it's stupidity, but there's the whole World Happiness Index.
Yeah, because yeah, you yourself say only 1%. If it is spiritual happiness you are talking about, if it is eternal happiness you are talking about, mera little understanding mean there is no, you cannot
Okay,
quantify, because it's
Atman,
such a subjective thing.
please keep your mind open because I'm keeping my mind open. Let's hear Atmanand. What do you think, Atmanand? If there's a method, can we measure happiness? If you had to measure, how would you measure happiness?
Yeah, Shivam Gurji.
Sure.
Did a little cheating. So I went to Google.
Hmm.
So it looks like, there's already an index. So they call it as the Cantrell ladder or something actually. So it's a step of 0 to 10 where people, kind of, but again, it's a feeling based or a thing. It's not a very quantifiable. I mean, what do you say? It is not very quantitative, it's more qualitative kind of a measure. From on a scale of 0 to 10, they are doing it actually. Uh, so there is a measure. So I think that's how they're measuring the happiness index. So
What do they
I
call it?
think what
What is the measure of happiness?
Cantril, Cantril, Cantril ladder.
Okay. So is there a Cantrell units? Say, what is the Cantrell? Are the units of happiness we can measure or what?
Yeah, it's in a step from 0 to 10. So I think they ask people how they measure on that ladder today and how they measure themselves 5 years from now. And then, they derive an index out of it. But then also relating to yesterday's topic, all this thing is related to Jagat, right? So all these measures and trying to figure out if there is a measure and all is also waste of time, right?
No, no. See, Atmanand, everything cannot be a waste of time. Then even coming on the Zoom call will be waste of time. What we are trying to do. For example, we have put A1 to A10, E1 to E10. That's also a way of measuring, right? Have you reached
No, no.
enlightenment looks
See, but that is
impossible.
not.
Yes, Atmanand.
No, no, sorry to no, sorry to interrupt. No, so what I meant is I'm not telling that all measures are useless, right? But let's say our goal is to go towards enlightenment. So anything a measure or anything towards that, is helpful. but anything related to the world, trying to go inside it, like that's what we also discussed yesterday, right? Why the sky is blue, or can we get an index of what is the blueness of the sky? We don't have to go there, is what I'm thinking, but maybe I'll get corrected in this call.
No, no, no. You're thinking right when it's on a Monday or a Wednesday Zoom call. On a Tuesday and a Saturday Zoom call, you ask happy. And if somebody tells me I am more okay, can we say I am more happy today than I was yesterday? Can we say it or not?
That definitely
Okay.
that we all
So there,
experience.
so therefore, I'm challenged. I'm challenged to create a quantifiable measure of happiness, which means how happy am I? Suppose I say, by and large, today out of 24 hours, I was not happy. I was not unhappy even for a moment. So that is one kind of way of evaluating. How can we evaluate? Is it practically possible to say that how many times I was unhappy today? How will we count? Because we become happy, we become unhappy. How will we be able to measure like that? So in that way, maybe it's a challenge. But if I want to, for example, I want to know whether it's hot or it's cold. Correct? Can we measure it's hot or it's cold? Of course, we can measure. In your room, you put the air condition. Air condition is 22 degrees. If you go to a hotel Atmanand, you know you want 22 or you want 23 or your wife wants 20 or your wife wants 24. You know the kind of degree of cold or hot you want the room to be. You agree that there's a specific measure in terms of the hot and cold. So maybe the world has not done justice by not having a unit of happiness. Maybe at the end of the day, see, I always believe that unless you think it's possible, it can't be possible. If you think
That
it's
part
not
I agree.
possible, so today I'm just trying to ask each of you, I want you to come and tell me, don't tell me we can't measure. I'm saying if you say can't be, the Zoom call is over for today. Okay, bye bye, everybody, call is over. No,
No, the measure already exists. That's what I'm sharing actually.
the cancel, but that's not clear. Can you do little more cheating and come back? What is this cancel? So because what happens if it is there, it's not a popular measure.
It's not
People are not.
very.
Have you
That's
have you,
true.
have you ever heard of it before?
No, no, I also did it only after searching for it today.
Yeah. So and I don't like to complicate it. I don't like to make things complicated. I'm asking, how can we measure whether I am happy, not happy, little happy? No, we have 10 more people on the on the call. So Atmanand and Krishna, please come back with more thoughts. Let's hear Atmadeep. Let's keep it short, crisp, and to the point so we can discuss.
No, one
Atmadeep,
more
yes,
quick comment with
yes,
respect to temperature.
yeah,
Actually, I like 24. My wife likes 20.
yeah.
But what I have understood is be happy at 24, be happy at 20.
So that's a challenge, right? The challenge is sometimes you can freeze at 20 and you can become unhappy, and somebody can boil at 24 and turn the room upside down. So this is exactly how we can measure. I am unhappy at 20 or I am miserable at 24. There can be a way to feel happiness or unhappiness. Can we put that feeling into a measurement? Atmadeep. But Atmanand and Krishna, the discussion is not over. I'm asking you all to come back. Atmadeep, Shivoham, Satprem, Ishan, Chidanand, God's Will, Happy Rashmi, Kriti, Siba, Alak, Rishika. So we have so many people on the call. Let's go on. Atmadeep,
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Pranam. Can you measure happiness?
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Shivoham, Pranam.
Yes, sir. Of course, it is
How?
possible because the way you provided us the AEL method, likewise, I applied the same calculation to this. So I got 10 initial pointers for the measurement.
Yes, tell me.
Because we are not talking about the general mood of happy. We are talking about the with your one extra P, which is purpose, and an spiritual realm. Like a initial start is happiness, and then it'll go to a deeper spirituality and enlightenment. So prima facie, first step is awakening. Like initiating the start of it will be self-awareness, then inner peace, which will be a psychological well-being, then body and mind wellness, which is not the body and mind wellness, but it is knowing that away from BME, then balance in time, which means that 1 minute theory of yours, like time, we cannot before it, after it. So that minute thing, acknowledging that minute theory again, then seeking knowledge, like to educate daily through satsang, like 8 p.m. call, then connection to SIP. So that kind of a resilience against जो हमारे साथ होता आ रहा है या हो रहा है और उसकी वजह से हम डिस्टर्ब हो जाते हैं, उस resilience को build up करने के लिए, then choosing the righteous path means to stay on the same even after difficulties, then oneness, unity, harmony, contentment, and simplicity. So these are the things. Once the checkbox is done, then it might be a quite a measure kind of a thing. I don't know.
Very good. I don't know how we can put all these 10 to measure. And I'm inspired by Atmanand talking about this 20 degrees and 24 degrees. Of course, we can measure whether it's 20 or 24. Well, that's the way to measure. So I can measure. I'm happy
Yes.
or not happy,
So, sir, I
or
feel it is about intensity of it, like emotional well-being to a state of Sachidananda, something like
yeah.
that.
So we can measure. Suppose my doctor's pulling out my tooth without anesthesia. Oh, I'm not happy because it's pain. I'm feeling pain. Maybe I'm not very miserable.
Mm.
Oh, I'm like that. I'm shouting and screaming in pain. So I'm not happy. How can I be happy when I'm screaming in pain? I can't be happy, right? So, pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego, Satchidananda, consciousness, peace, contentment. There can be several attributes to our ability to measure what is our happiness index. So Krishna reminded me once upon a time we did something called a happiness index. No, I'm not saying I have an answer. In this Zoom call, I'm trying to discuss with you where we can create an answer. I'm sure I know somebody who comes to me one day very happy. Ha 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 ha, I'm very happy. Someday the same person comes to me, ho 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 ho, I'm not happy, I'm not happy, I'm sad, I'm unhappy. I'll eat. Right now I'm going to eat your head. You won't have any head left. And somebody will come and somebody will come dancing into my room and say, oh, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. How, what is the change? Obviously, I can measure that person is happy or unhappy.
Then it will
So
be a intensity chart.
I don't
I
know.
need to see your index
I'm
method.
still waiting for some genius answer. I'm still waiting for
Okay,
you all to come and give me some genius answer. Okay?
thank you.
Shivoham, let's try. Let's try if we can get some more answer.
Shivam Saji,
Shivoham, bolo.
Saji, I have a very simple answer. I don't know whether I'm right. Happiness
Tell.
cannot be measured by weight or length and breadth.
Ha,
It has to be measured on a scale.
ha,
For, for example, my goal is to reach enlightenment.
ha,
So you have to climb the 10 steps to enlightenment.
ha.
So I'll have to measure it when I reach that 10th step. One by one, I have to climb. So after a few days, I may be on the first step. After
Hmm,
a month, on the second. So
hmm.
that is the measurement according to reaching the goal of
Very good.
enlightenment.
This is wonderful. Not the same like Atmanand. Continue, Shivoham.
That's it, sir. The 10 steps to enlightenment. My goal is there.
No, that's okay. Today we are not talking that. Today we are talking. Atmanand, you saw that ladder, Atmanand? That's why did you call it? Hope from being hopeless to being depressed, suffering, struggling, coping, okay, doing well. Did you read that ladder, Atmanand? You saw that ladder. So, Shivoham, how are you feeling, Shivoham, today? How happy are you?
I'm very happy, Saji.
No, very happy means the highest level of happiness or not highest level of happiness?
Not very highest. I'm happy
Tell me
because
when you were. Tell me when you are more happier than now, how you are feeling now.
when I'm in in yoga with the divine,
Ah. You were not in the temple yesterday. I was not happy. I didn't see you in the temple, for example.
Yes, Sarji, I had some guests from outside.
No, but how are you? How happy are you when you are in the temple, for example?
Very, very happy, Sarji, that 1 hour passes very fast
Are
in
you
the
as
bhajan.
happy now? Are you happy like that now, or you are more happy sitting in the temple?
More because of the vibrations in the temple. प्रभु के योग में होते हैं.
So I'm saying today, I just thought out my administrator sent me the picture from Google. I don't know whether Atmanand saw the same picture. Sometimes we feel depressed. For example, let me tell you, somebody died. Huh, Krishna? Somebody died. And you just went for the funeral and came back. Are you in a mood to say, oh, ho, main khush hoon? You're not in a mood like that. You feel a little depressed. My best friend passed away. I'm not so happy. I'm feeling a little down. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling, I know nothing I can do about it. I know. But for the moment, I'm not, my measurement of my happiness is I'm down. I'm not feeling good. So I'm saying, I think the world needs a happiness measure. And I'm inspired today as I'm doing this call to create the Happy Air happiness index or the Happy Air happiness measure. Let's see what we can create. I don't know. All of you have to help me to do this because I'm sure the world needs to measure how happy we are. Like I'm now we know the Atmanand's theory of 20 degrees and 24 degrees. I know if I'm sleeping in a room with somebody and they want it to be 20 degrees, oh, I can't sleep. I can't sleep at 20 degrees. Atman, you can sleep at 20 degrees? My God. So if Atman was sleeping with me in the room, I would have a problem. I need another room. I can't sleep with Atman because at 20 degrees, I mean, I cannot, how can I sleep at 20 degrees? I'll freeze. And so we need to have a measurement. Satprem, let's say Satprem, Ishan, Chidanand. Thank you, Shubham. Let's see. I want you all to come back with some ideas. Can you measure happiness? I want a positive. Don't just say, no, we can't measure happiness. That's the easy answer. Can we measure? What can we measure? Yes, Satprem.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
Well, I don't know how to measure happiness, but because for me, it's not measurable. And
Okay.
I agree with Krishna that it's not measurable, especially on my spiritual path. It's not pleasure and it's not the mind's action either, happiness. Happiness is not from pleasure or mind telling me you're now happy or something. It basically feels more like a quiet state of pure consciousness that in itself reveals when I return to my own being that I feel totally content and feel so most often that is in total silence within. It could be while I was meditating and I come out of that 1 hour, 10 minutes of meditation and I feel that I'm happy, but I don't want to measure it. Whether
No, you don't want to find. Actually, you can't measure it because there is no measure. Suppose,
that's what
I
I'm
don't know,
saying. Yeah,
how many years back they measured the measurement of centigrade? When was temperature invented? When was the measurement of temperature invented? I'm just checking. Till there was no measurement of temperature, people said it's hot and it's cold.
yes, but they
And,
used to use adjectives to it. Very hot,
ah,
extremely hot, stormy hot.
ah.
But that sort of happiness. Happiness is not stormy. It's not. It's basically in silence. In spiritual journey, it's total silence
But we
that
are
you
not
feel
today. Yeah, you're
content.
right. Today we are not talking only spiritual journey. We are talking specifically on happiness, a product of spirituality. But Satpren, you are saying yourself that when you're peaceful, okay. Remember one day that you were in the swimming pool and somebody was playing, messing around with you.
Yeah.
Remember that day when you were in the swimming pool and somebody was messing around. You remember, right?
Yes. Yes.
Did you feel happy?
Well, I was disturbed a little bit,
Ah,
but still.
so at that
But
time,
that's nothing to do with happiness, though.
no, it is. It is to do with happiness. It disturbs your peace. Therefore, it affects your state of being. It affects your state of happiness. So I'm asking you to try to think, when was I more happy? When was I less happy? Because I think, I can only tell you one thing. I don't know how many of you have heard this beautiful line. I don't know whose quote it is. How many of you have heard this line? It says, what cannot be measured cannot be improved. Have you heard this? What
Yes,
cannot be measured cannot be improved, which means that if you want to improve something, you need to measure it. If you want to
I,
improve your happiness level, you must have some way to improve. You want to improve your enlightenment. You want to improve your level of awakening. You have to try to measure it. And I always believe we should work very, very hard before we say no, not possible. We should work very hard to try. So Satpram, will you try some extra hard to find a way to measure?
well, I think I'm really content to be, in a way, happy, my happiness
Okay.
in my silence, in my being, and
Okay.
in my awareness.
Okay. We respect that point then. Thank you. Ishan, let's see if we can get some more ideas with Ishan and Chidanand.
गुड
Let's
इवनिंग
see if
सर।
we can get some more ideas. Yes, Ishan.
सर जो आत्मानंद ने कहा था कि वहाँ पे एक वो सर्वे हुआ था, तो वो हुआ था, मैंने एक पढ़ा न्यूज़लेटर में, आर्टिकल आया था। तो
हाँ.
उसको ऑक्सफोर्ड हैप्पीनेस क्वेश्चनिंग कहते हैं, 2002 में हुआ था। माइकल और पीटर टेल्स ने किया था वो में भी। तो उसके अंदर
Okay.
21 क्वेश्चन पूछे थे लोगों से।
Okay.
और वो क्वेश्चन में कैसा था कि उसमें पूछा था कि आप अपने लाइफ के बारे में कैसे, मतलब कैसा फील करते हो, सेटिस्फाई हो
Okay.
अपने लाइफ से। तो 0 से
हाँ.
लेके 1 तक आप बताओ कैसे है। और
हाँ.
फिर वो ब्रेन स्टडीज किया था, उनका डोपामिन और बाकी रिसेप्टर्स जो थे, हैप्पी
Yeah.
रिसेप्टर्स, तो वो देखे गए थे। और बिहेवियर पैटर्न्स कि वो कब कौन से टाइम पे पूरे दिन में खुश रहते हैं, कौन से टाइम पे दुखी हो जाते हैं, तो वो उन्होंने देखा था।
हाँ.
पर ये हो गया एक लाइक मैथमेटिकली। पर मुझे लगता है कि ये मतलब मेजरेबल नहीं है, क्योंकि किसी का हैप्पीनेस उसको पता रहेगा कि रादर देन अनदर पर्सन, क्योंकि क्योंकि हर एक का पर्सपेक्टिव अलग अलग रहता है। वो क्वेश्चनिंग से मे बी एक थोड़ा सा आसपास का वैल्यू निकल सकता है, पर एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू है वो तो हमें ही पता रहता है कि क्या है। सो आई थिंक दैट हैप्पीनेस कैन बी मेजर थ्रू द सर्वे and brain studies, but it is a personal feeling, so it can't be measured exactly.
As on today.
Yes, as on today.
हाँ.
Maybe
Because
in
up to
future.
up to up to 1592,
Hmm.
up to 1592, temperature could not be measured.
Yes,
It
sir.
was in 1592 that Galileo Galilei,
Hmm.
he started measuring temperature. It was
Hmm.
only 1592, 1600 means only 400 years back. Up
Yes,
to
sir.
400 years back, people did not know how to measure that
Temperature.
the temperature.
Yes,
तब
sir.
तक हाँ गर्म है पानी। आजकल हम कोई होटल में जाता है तो होटल में पानी गर्म का पानी हमें दे टेल अस 38
हाँ।
डिग्रीज 40 डिग्रीज 42 डिग्रीज कितना
Hmm.
गर्म पानी चाहिए वो स्केल है, वो
हाँ।
शवर में स्केल है।
Hmm.
मुझे मैं तो when I saw that scale in the hotel shower, I was surprised. I was
Hmm.
surprised that they were measuring the hot water coming out of the shower.
Yes, sir.
So I'm saying something as important as happiness should have a measure.
सर वो मे बी अभी अभी फ्यूचर में जैसे एआई आ चुका है,
हाँ.
एआई इतना पावरफुल है कि लाइक क्वेश्चनिंग से वो बिजनेस भी, बड़े बड़े बिजनेसों को फेलियर से निकाल रहा है बाहर। तो आदमी को डिप्रेशन से बाहर निकाल रहा है। एक
अरे
कंपनी है।
अरे I don't know AI. How can AI make you out from depression? बोलो कैसे करेगा?
सर एक कंपनी है बैंगलोर में, उन
हाँ.
लोगों का क्या है कि वो लोग, जैसे गवर्नमेंट का एक रूल है, हर एक कंपनी में आपको हेल्थ केयर प्रोग्राम चलाना रहता है।
हाँ.
आईटी कंप्यूटर मतलब आईटी कंपनीज में मोस्ट प्रोबेबली। तो
हाँ.
उनमें उन लोगों को हेल्थ केयर का प्रोग्राम चलाना पड़ता है। तो एक कंपनी है बैंगलोर की, मे भी बैंगलोर की है कि चेन्नई की, पता नहीं, मुझे कंफर्म नहीं है। वो लोग सर्वे लेते हैं। मतलब एक अभी आप उसके अंदर एनरोल किए, तो आपको वो एक एआई चैट बेस देते हैं। तो एआई आपको क्वेश्चन पूछता है, फिर वो अपने डेटाबेस से आपको जो इन लोगों ने जो डाले हैं आउटकम्स, तो वो उस हिसाब से बताता है।
I think while I respect what you're saying, I think happiness has to be instantly measured by us depending on our state of being.
Yes, sir.
I believe that it's not that we need AI or we don't need an instrument, we don't need a thermometer to put and say हमारे पास fever है. देखो अरे fever है, देखो यार मेरा बहुत गर्म है, देखो my head is very hot यार. Do I have fever? Thermometer डालते हैं, fever नहीं है.
हम्म
Then you say नहीं नहीं अंदर fever है लेकिन बाहर नहीं है, बाहर fever है लेकिन अंदर नहीं है. होता है नहीं होता है ऐसा भी.
होता है
So we have to try what is the way to measure happiness.
पर सर मुझे
Today, हाँ.
यस सर आप बोलिए.
नहीं टुडे आई एम हैप्पी. आपको ऐसा लगता है कभी कभी अरे यार मैं बहुत खुश हूं यार, आज मैं बहुत दुखी हूं, ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं लगता है?
हाँ लगता है.
लेकिन मेजरमेंट क्यों नहीं है? मेजरमेंट हमने किया, किसी ने किया नहीं मेजरमेंट.
किया है पर वो ये कंफर्म नहीं है, एग्जैक्टली नहीं उन्होंने.
Chidanand, let's try.
Yes.
Chidanand, let's try to see where Chidanand, God's will, Rashmi, happy Rashmi and Kriti. Let's see where we are going.
Sure, Guruji.
Shivam.
I would like to humbly submit that measurement of happiness is an impossibility because, yeah, it is a measure and measurement is infinity. Because that which is infinite cannot be measured in terms of relativity. Sukha dukkha can be measured. So like a space, the objects in the space can be measured. But can you measure space? No, it is infinite. So we can say, we can appreciate I am happy or not happy because it is a mind state. In the mind state, there is a relativity and you relate it always with the manifestations that happen in SIP. SIP is happiness per se. Now, can we measure SIP? No, it is a supreme immortal power. So we can measure the number of times I'm unhappy and determine my gap between two unhappiness is widening or not. So
Correct.
I can relate my happiness, but can I measure happiness itself? It's like saying I can measure infinity.
No, you're right. We are not okay. So Chidanand, we are not trying to measure that infinite happiness. Are we clear about it, Chidanand? We are not trying to measure that infinite happiness. We are trying to measure whether we have reached that state of feeling infinitely happy or whether we are feeling unhappy.
That we can express only by negation. How many times I was not I was unhappy can determine the lesser the time
that
I am
also-
unhappy.
Yeah.
So the more the time I feel happiness because it is a
Chidanand, I want to ask you a question. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling now?
I always feel happy or unhappy. That depends on the
Wait,
state of mind.
Chidanand, please help me. Chidanand, please help me, okay? I'm asking you today, whole day, tell me a moment where you were less happy than now. Please think and tell me what happened today which made you less happy than what you are now. Can you tell me?
So because that I can see.
Wait, listen. Chidanand, please try to help me out. I'm saying today, from the time you woke up in the morning, from somebody gave you breakfast, you went in an auto or car, somebody in the road, your office. Can you tell me one moment where you were less happy than what you are now? Can you please tell me when were you less unhappy?
I can't. Because the
Please, you
sense
don't
of
remember.
time,
Are you telling me? No, are you telling me that your happiness level has been exactly the same from the moment you got up till the moment you are now? Every moment of happiness is steady.
No, I can only tell that I was never unhappy.
Was
Because
there any
there was
moment?
nothing that was objecting to my consciousness.
Okay, good.
So there, if
No, then-
anything today, nothing objected to my consciousness. If you
There was no
asked me
moment of
yesterday,
celebration?
yesterday I was objected because I was in an argument with my professional colleague.
That's what.
So
thank you.
that means
Then
I
now
was
that-
out of the state of mind. I
Now
was in the
that's
state
it.
of the mind. So
Yeah.
naturally, I could measure that. For so much
Chidanand,
time.
now are you getting what I'm trying to get at, Chidanand?
Yeah, that's why
Yesterday,
I said I cannot measure happiness, but I can say relate it to number of times I was not happy.
good. So maybe many of you are right when you're saying we cannot measure happiness, but we can measure our state of happiness or our state of being. Maybe I don't know how we have to put. As I told you, we are trying hard to get to this. Thank you. God's will. Let me see what God's will has to say. And Rashmi, how can you measure how you're feeling, how happy you're feeling? God's will.
Oh, what a great honor to be with this exalted group. Thank you for having us all. So I think we have it the other way around. We have it upside down, and we're trying to measure something. It actually, Mr. Chedanand, I think, had the right idea. You can't measure infinity, but you can't measure happiness, but you can measure unhappiness. And this is something that the Lord Buddha said very much. He said, this is suffering. He he didn't say this is happiness, because you don't need to say that. But what you do need to know, all the types of unhappiness and misery you can have, and how much, to what degree are you free of that. So I think your thermometer is upside down, and if you put it the other way up, then you'll find it works, because what you can't measure happiness, but you can measure unhappiness. You don't
Very
know when
good.
you're happy, but you do know when you're unhappy. That's my
Very good.
idea.
Very good. I like the idea. I like the idea. Maybe you can't measure happiness, but maybe you can measure unhappiness. I don't know. As I told you, I am a happiness ambassador, and I want to make this a happy world. And this effort, why are we talking today? We are talking today because I know that I am not the same happy all day long. For example, a man. I love this example. A man was watching his house on got fire. You know the story? The man was watching the house caught fire. And he was so unhappy. Oh, our house is on fire. The wife is crying. Oh, our house is on fire. House is on fire. The son comes and tells mommy and daddy, why are you crying? The house is on fire. But yesterday we already sold it. I got the money yesterday. Oh, they're very happy. Oh, very happy. Yeah, man, the house is on fire, but I'm very happy I got the money. The younger boy comes and tells, you fools, we got the money, but we didn't get cash. We only got check. Now, if the check does not get encashed, then there's no money. Oh, we only got check. We are so unhappy. We are so unhappy. We are so unhappy. Immediately, the man who wrote the check came and said, hello, my dear friends. I've given you the check. Whether the house is on fire or not on fire, the check will be encashed because I want the land. I don't want the house. So let the house go on fire. Oh, yeah, boy, he's not. Look at how, in a matter of 10 minutes, the level of happiness went up, down, up, down, up, down. How can you say we can't measure it? Maybe there is no unit to measure it, but definitely there is a wave, the wave of going up and down. Now we are asking, is there a way to measure it? Can we quantify whether happiness, unhappiness, what God's will is saying? Of course, I'm very unhappy. What very unhappy? Oh, suppose I say my finger is cut. I got a small cut on my finger. Oh, I'm unhappy. I got a cut. It's bleeding. Now my finger is cut off. My finger has got, it's out, it's chopped off. My finger is chopped. Is the same unhappiness level as cut and chopped? How can there be same unhappiness? If my finger is chopped, I'm more unhappy. What if my whole hand is cut? My whole hand is chopped off. Oh, I'm miserable. What if both my hands are chopped off? I'm dead. What if both my hands and legs are also chopped off? I'm beyond, I'm finished. How can we not say there is no difference between a cut in the finger and my hands and legs being chopped off? How can we measure that? Is there a measure? I don't know. Is there a measure? Is there no measure? But definitely we feel happy. We feel very, very happy. We feel unhappy. We feel very unhappy. And the whole idea of this discussion is how to be in Ananda. How to tell yourself, oh, I'm so happy here. I'm so happy here. I'm superb. There has to be some measure. I was not unhappy even one moment today, not even 1 minute. There was no unhappiness. Or I had an argument with my colleague, and my colleague argued for 1 hour. 1 hour. Sometimes people come and argue with me. I just put namaskar. I say, okay, you are right. Namaskar, you are right. Okay. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. What's the point? Some people enjoy fighting. Some people tell me I enjoy fighting. Either you enjoy fighting, but I don't enjoy fighting. So come on, let us thank you, God's will. Anything more, God's will? Otherwise, Rashmi.
Oh, no, thank you very
Thank you,
much.
thank you, thank you for your input. Appreciate your breakthrough. God's will made us save the day by telling us you can't measure happiness, but you can measure unhappiness. Rashmi and then Siba.
Shiva, I'm happier.
Shiva, I'm happy, Rashmi.
Yes, the happiness is a internal state of mind, but
Correct.
you can measure by your capacity of stability in diverse situation. So if you are maintain that stability. Means not like a happiness you can't measure by measurement, but you can measure by just now you said, graph. Means
Temperature, like temperature.
not temperature, like a graph, my happiness index, like a whole day I'm happy or not. Today I'm happy 10%, 9%, um, 10 out of 9, like this you can measure.
I think just like temperature, maybe if somebody is intelligent, they can create. How happy are you happy, Rashmi? Can you tell me, Rashmi, today, how happy are you compared to the morning or compared to the now? What is the time where you are there? What's your time? What's the time?
It's now nearly 3:12.
So 3 p.m. How are you? How happy were you in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning compared to this 3 p.m.?
I'm stable today.
And yesterday, how happy were you compared to yesterday to today?
Yesterday, um, yesterday, I think same. I think
How
same.
are you happy compared to your traveling? You were on holiday for so many days. That
Oh,
was more happy or
definitely, I'm more happy during travel than now.
ah? What makes you more happy because you are traveling?
Uh,
Immediately there is you are able to say, I was more happy when I was traveling and compared to now. So there must be something that made you happy. What made you happy when you were traveling?
means this is actually happiness is unconditional. Means
What made you happy? Give an example. What made you happy?
what make
Being
me.
being with people or seeing something or eating something. What?
No, I meet with people and interact with people. I'm more happy.
I can tell you the other day I ate a burger with truffle sauce. I ate a burger with truffle sauce. And when I ate that burger, I was already in Ananda, but that burger made me, oh my God, what a feeling. What a feeling. People don't like me to use this term, but I call it an orgasmic feeling. What an orgasmic feeling, which means that, you know, huge amount of happiness, huge. You really feel, oh wow, oh wow, that wow feeling. How do you get that wow feeling?
But I think your inner strength is more important. Some people are always in a stress situation. Even you give a compliment, they will not aware that, and they are always in stress. If you are in happy, maintain your happiness index like a stability and strength in diverse situation, you will be always manage to be happy. Not that
I
balloon
think,
and all is very
I
very
think, yeah, Rashmi, I think even an awakened person, even an enlightened person has waves. If you are telling me that an enlightened person never becomes unhappy, that's a lie.
yeah.
Are you all understanding? You heard what I said? Asman, you heard what I said? Are you telling an enlightened person who never becomes unhappy?
No, that
Impossible.
yes.
Impossible.
No. No, but what I'm trying to tell you means if I'm watching movie, you also watching movie. All our friends are watching movie. This is 60, 90 friends. Everybody's happiness and everybody's emotion is different. Even
Correct.
there is enlightened person, 40% enlightened person will be there, but their index of happiness is different. The same movie, same event, same thing.
Correct. Absolutely correct. But the question is, is there some way to measure? Siva, we are trying to understand, is there some way to measure? That's what.
Yeah, it's measure. You can measure your inner stability and
One
unconditional
moment, I'm on Zoom. Okay. Thank you, Rashmi. Siba Alak.
Pranam, Pranam Guruji means gratitude Guruji.
Immense,
Guruji,
immense. Bolo.
you cannot measure happiness, but you can audit each and every minute, Guruji. While going to the bed, just shutting the eyes and contemplating on the day and taking the audit of each second, Guruji, and placing the situation which made you happy, which made you sad, and which were in the mind state. And so Only by being into consciousness, Guruji, it is possible to measure, to count those
First
things,
of all,
Guruji.
to measure every second, we need AI. We can't, human
No,
being cannot measure
not second. Hour or 1 hour or Guruji, even
I'll
one
tell you
minute.
something. I think, I think that there is no happiness measure like that. We can't keep on measuring happiness because we have to stop living then. You can't stop living to measure. You should be able. It's like it's a litmus test. Red litmus, blue litmus. You should be able at any moment to pause and tell yourself, how happy am I? Am I happy, sad, very happy, very sad, very, 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 very unhappy, depressed, hopeless? That I don't know what we should. कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है भला मैं बहुत खुश हूं, लगता है नहीं लगता है?
Guruji, लगता है, but this is not for enlightened one, Guruji.
We
This
are
is
not
for the
talking
normal.
enlightenment. We are
No,
not
this
talking
is for the,
enlightenment.
yeah, Guruji.
We are talking about happiness and whether it is measurable. Alak, whether we can measure happiness.
Guruji,
Let's
and
see.
second, Guruji, and second, discarding those things which made you unhappy or which made you in the mind state, Guruji. It will help, Guruji.
We are not, okay, that's not the point, Wala. Can we measure? So, Alak, how can you measure happiness, Alak, as per you?
Shiva Guruji, as per me, I am thinking that in the Happy Air contest, we can have some parameters like how much the positive emotions, negative emotions, how much we were in the mind state or we were in the consciousness. Were we in the state of acceptance or surrender throughout the day or 14-40 minutes? But I was also going through a research. Which or the Google, which says that they have done some 6 happiness tests and scales to measure happiness. So they had divided the group and they have rated in terms of uh, very slightly, moderately, extremely happy kind of. That was one part that I did right now. But yeah, my this thing is on the behavioral indicators on the scale. We can try to see if like how many means throughout the day the laughter, the kind of smile, generosity, the social bonding. As per health, also sometimes due to health we become unhappy. We are not happy at that particular time. So all these things we can club to make it to see it on the measurement point of view.
Actually, what you're saying is correct. But happiness is a state of being, Alak. So, what happiness you were 1 hour back, will it be same now, Alak?
No, no, no.
It will never be the same. Never,
Yeah.
never, ever be the same. Unless, suppose you are in meditation and you're exactly no change in your life. Oh, eyes are closed, life is closed, thoughts are closed. Then you can maintain that same level of happiness. Correct, Alak? But
Yes.
if, as long as life is unfolding, you're eating, drinking, walking, talking, you may have your like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
can
Yes.
it can go
Yes.
up, down, up, down, up, down. But whether we can measure it, whether there is some way to measure it,
So in
that's
the
our
research,
challenge.
they have done some research. I just kept that article handy for me, but I think it is like if I have to measure it, what I have done in the yes, I was a bit unhappy, not I mean upset kind of thing that happened in between. So that can be like how much time that I was there. What were I able to switch to consciousness? How means
See,
within fraction of second or it took me a
simple
long
thing.
time.
Simple thing. 10 minutes back, your daughter says that she failed in the exams. Are you going to be very happy?
Obviously not. But
And 10
then,
minutes
yes,
later, 10 minutes later, she tells you, Mummy, that is not my report card, somebody else's report card. I got first class. Then how do you feel?
super happy.
No, I'm just telling you how,
Yes,
in a matter
yes,
of
yes.
10 minutes, so let us try to understand what we are getting at. Happiness is a state of being. How can we be happy all the time? means there have to be a self measure, not that full time we must have a thermometer in our mouth from morning to night. I have fever, means full time I'm eating paratha, also eating paratha, putting temperature, eating hari mirch and putting temperature and saying hari mirch ke baad temperature garam ho gaya, eating ice cream ke baad kaisa temperature. Mad people will do like that. But we have to measure. If I have fever, if I have got viral, if I have got a bacteria infection, I have to check. So there's a way to, I don't know, as I told you, today's question is, can you measure happiness? According to me, surely we can measure happiness. You cannot say, I can't measure happiness. If you can't measure happiness, that means you don't know whether you are happy or unhappy. Of course, I know when I'm happy or when I'm unhappy, when I'm having fear or worry, I'm having a heartache, heartbreak. Suppose somebody is having heartbreak, dil toot gaya. How can you be happy? Obviously, you will be unhappy, na? But see a person who's in love, just know somebody got love letter. They got love letter. Oh, मेरा तेरे पिया गए रंगून किया है वहां से telephone. Immediately that happiness is there. There is happy, unhappy waves. The question, can we measure? Are we in that awareness? Are we even trying to understand? When am I happy? When am I unhappy? What's making me happy? What's making me unhappy? Rishika. Thank you, Alak. Rishika, Sachiv, and Rajkumar.
Shivoham Air,
Shivoham.
the definition of happiness is different with all. So,
Yes.
can you hear me, Air?
Yes, continue.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
So, the definition is different with all. So, some can be happy with little things in life, and some they have everything, they can't be happy. So, it is like, I think we can measure. It's like some people have uh, achievement, they find happiness in achievement, and success, pleasure. But some find um, peace. In peace, they find happiness. So it can be measured.
So therefore, it is not
And the
about a man
purpose.
who's. Therefore, it's not somebody who's achieving, gets a cup in his hand, he's happy. He doesn't know
Yes.
to measure happiness. He has not
Yes.
learned. So therefore, happiness has to be measured with the three P's. You
We
have to
can.
have unless you have got achievement, fulfillment, and you're in consciousness. Therefore,
Yes.
the whole method of happiness has to
Yes.
have all the three P's. Okay, we don't
Yes.
have time. We have to go fast.
We
Sachin,
can measure.
Rajkumar, Rumataji, we have to go very, very fast because I thought we have too much time today. Time is over. Sachin, quick
Shivam
answer.
Guruji.
Shivam.
So my understanding is this happiness can always be there and can be measured only when we are free from mind and free from body.
No, if you are in mind state,
And
you'll be unhappy. You can measure your
sorry,
unhappiness.
no, I said
If
enough.
you're
We have to be free from mind, not, we have to know that we are not the body and mind. We have to be free from mind, and which means you're in state of enlightenment. You're in absolute prem yoga. You see sip in everyone. Then
no, no,
only you can be constantly happy.
no, we are not. Okay, what you're saying is correct, but that's not the topic. When you are in
Oh,
the
I
mind
understood the
state,
measurement. I
yeah.
get the point. The point is how to measure. Measurement cannot come. So when this is the measurement, I'm saying that, once you're in absolutely free from the body and mind, you're in that stage, where nothing is bothering you. You know that this is all lila happening. So absolutely you're in happiness mode all the time. So nothing, a small incident, as you were mentioning that, my daughter exam or my anything will not matter to me because I know all this is
Nobody,
nothing.
nobody in this world, nothing will matter. Let me tell you, the most enlightened person also will have moments of ups and downs because it will only be for a moment. It will only be for 1 second. But if I know when Dada used to be there, my Guruji, and he would get news somebody died only for 5 seconds. For 5 seconds, his eyes would get closed, and then he would be okay. So unless you're a stone, if you are not a stone, you will feel that emotion. If you're enlightened, it will not penetrate into you. You will just feel it for a second and then you will be okay. So that's a very high level of happiness. Okay. So thank you, Sachiv. The last speaker will be nothing, Umang. but we still have 6 more speakers. So Rajkumar, Rumataji, we are going to go quickly. 4 minutes to go, 6 speakers.
Shivam Guruji.
Sure.
Happiness measurement is possible.
Hmm.
It is based on, depend upon the percentage of expectations, level of expectations are met.
Hmm.
So now if you take example of cricket, so when there's a cricket match between two teams like say India and Pakistan, so if India wins the toss, there's some happiness. When India makes maybe more runs, fours and sixes, you are more happy. You shout and jump. When India wins the match, you just start dancing. So these are the level of happiness, what I understand, and it has no relation with enlightenment. Basically, once you are enlightened, then it has a different meaning.
Beautiful.
When you are in
No,
such
no.
a
And you are very beautiful, very beautifully said. So Rajkumar says an enlightened person's level of happiness is at a different measurement. It is so beautifully. Thank you so much, Rajkumar. You have brought a different, and Rishika gave a good start to this. So a level of person who's an achievement level, its happiness index is A level, A measurement. A person in contentment is B measurement, and a person in enlightenment is C measurement.
so
There are different measurements.
I want to add, sir, one more
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Now, once you are not awakened, it is material level.
correct.
Once you are awakened, it is maybe acceptance of whatever level of
Acceptance.
acceptance,
Yes,
whatever
yes,
happens to you. And
yes.
when you are on the journey, you become ABCD. So you have maybe better level.
No, then your then your happiness in level is the peak. It's 100 ho gaya.
Ha,
So
ha.
10 on 10.
So it is, I can say it is maybe without having this sansar is maya, all these things like
That's right.
leela, all these things, then you are awakened. So you feel have better happiness, better maybe contentment. Once you are fully awakened, so it is totally different level. So there are happiness level. It depends.
Very good.
There are levels, but depend upon your level of spiritual journey.
What is your level of happiness? Beautiful. Well said, Rajkumar. Rumataji. So happiness can be measured whether you are at the level of achievement, fulfillment, enlightenment. Rumataji, bataiye.
Pranam Guruji, Shivam. Guruji, surely we can guess, not exactly measure, we can guess how much a person is happy.
Hmm.
Suppose if I am happy, ordinary, then I will be smiling. But if I am very happy, my face will be sparkling. My
Obviously.
face will be very happy. And if extreme is there, your eyes will be also smiling. So we can make out from the person, we don't have to say, I am happy. We can make out from the face of the person that he is happy. Because face is the index of mind.
Thank you.
And, and
Same
happiness is
thing.
different. Yes, you say
Same,
first,
same,
Guruji.
same thing. अगर कोई unhappy है तो भी face से मालूम पड़ता है unhappy है.
Yes, Guruji, yes. Guruji, and definition of happiness is different for different people. Suppose a lady is staying with joint family, so many relations, and if everybody is out from the house, she is alone in freedom, full freedom. She is happy. And other side we see if the person is alone, she may feel very sad. Oh, I am very lonely. So it depends upon the person to person how the person feels happy in that condition.
Obviously. Thank you. Thank you, Rumataji. Karma, Kriti, and nothing. 3 more speakers, please. We don't have time. Time is over. Karma, Kriti, nothing. Yes.
Uh, I actually wanted to quickly say that we can, of course, measure everything in this world, worldly or spiritual. Um, let's say, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how peaceful are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, or how much pleasure are you deriving from your peace? Do you have a purpose? Yes, no. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much pleasure are you deriving from that purpose? Are you delighted like that? Of course, everything can be measured. We may not have that unit of measure as of now, but I'm sure one day you'll figure that out as well.
Thank you. Very well said. Thank you, Kriti, and nothing. There is no unit now. What Karma is saying is correct. But why should there not be a unit? Why can there not be a unit? I don't know. Let us see whether we can create Kriti and nothing.
Pranam Guruji. Yes, we can measure happiness by the level of self satisfaction. If we are satisfied, we are happy. So the level of satisfaction is the unit of measurement of happiness.
Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. If we are not satisfied, then our level of happiness is low. If we are content, we are satisfied, level is high. Thank you. Kriti, I don't know whether you have come before on the call or you are new. Nothing.
Shivam here.
Shivoham?
There is no globally recognized parameter to measure the happiness. But
Correct.
yes, there is a tool from which we can measure happiness, and the tool name is feeling. How you are feeling today.
Yeah.
Like in case I am feeling sad, I can measure that my happiness level is. If we talk about in respect of ourselves, it's feeling, and if we talk about how to measure the happiness of others, it is by their aura, by their vibe, by their way of doing the things. Yeah, this is what.
Actually, I know that's one. We cannot measure other people's happiness because they may show smiling face, but they may be crying inside. So we cannot measure any person's other person's happiness. Okay, but definitely we can measure our own happiness. Administrator with the Kriti was a new person. You unmute Kriti. I do not know if it's a new person or an old person. So we'll ask Kriti to just speak, introduce her. Kriti, are you there on the call? Just see if Kriti is there. Unmute Kriti, please. Kriti, are you new to the call?
Yes, sir. Yes.
When did you join?
Today only, like.
Okay, please join 8 o'clock whenever you can and do participate. Thank you. Today,
Sure, sir.
it's how did you come to the call and where are you from?
Through Puspa, like Puspa shared me the link. Vaishnavi and
Okay,
Puspa.
okay. Thank you. So we are trying to find out new people who are interested in this call. My dear friends, 1 hour is gone and we are still thinking, can we measure happiness? Let me tell you one thing. Many people in this world say happiness is not a feeling. No, feeling will come and go. But happiness is a state of being. Correct? In that state of being, feeling is also there. When you are peaceful, you feel peaceful. When you are excited, you feel excited. When you are depressed, you feel depressed. So you cannot say that happiness is not a feeling. But till today, nobody has created a measure for happiness. My common sense tells me, I know if I ask you which were the happiest moments of your life, you don't remember? Chotwani, you don't remember which is the happiest moment of your life? Of course we remember. Of course we remember those 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 moments of our life, which were the happiest moments of our life. But then there is no measure. There is no clear measure. And because we don't measure it, we don't improve it. So I am motivated to think of this. If any of you would like to think about it and send me your thoughts. It's very easy to say, no, there's no measurement. Nobody has measured, therefore we cannot measure it. Huh? So when the first time they said, we should invent the aeroplane. They said, no, nobody has invented aeroplane. There was no aeroplane. Nobody can fly in the sky. How can you fly in the sky? You must be crazy thinking that we'll fly in the sky. There's a very interesting story. The person who said mad people only will think that you can fly in the sky was supposed to be a church father, and his two sons, the Wright brothers, invented the aeroplane. Their father said, you must be mad to think that one day we will fly in the sky. So nothing is impossible in this world. And I think that we all should try to be happy, to measure our happiness, and to help other people to be happy and to measure their happiness. Have a happy evening. This is Happy Air, thanking you for being on this call. Be happy.